Dr. Bellum, I mean Sarah, could you please clarify the 4 elements that you are interested in observing here today?
Of course. First of all, there is approach. By this I simply mean that I want to see how your lesson reaches both right and left brain preferences. How well your lesson follows a whole brain approach. Priming, or pre-exposure, refers to how well you inform students of their tasks prior to the actual lesson. In addition, how well you relate the current lesson to future course content as well. Novelty refers to the uniqueness of your lesson plan. Do you apply imaginative and challenging content that keeps your students engaged and on task? Finally, I am interested in evaluating your motivational strategies, both intrinsically and extrinsically.
Well, that is a bit intimidating. However, I do feel that I do a fairly good job at much of this. After all, this is my 25th year of teaching, and I've been trying to incorporate whole brain learning techniques for quite a while now. A couple of years ago, our school was invited to a day-long faculty development workshop with Daniel Pink, the author of A Whole New Mind. He spoke about the changing nature of the 21st century world, describing the transformation from the agricultural age of the 18th century, to the industrial age of the 19th century, to the informational age of the 20th century, up to the current conceptual age of the 21st century. He explained how in many ways, traditional education is still caught in the industrial age with capitalistic undertones of division of labor. He defined whole brain learning as critical for the future of our nation, our children, and our planet.
Yes, I am familiar with Daniel Pink's ideas.
In addition, I have also attended several NASA professional development seminars. NASA really wants to promote collaborative project-based learning in math and science. They are interested in whole brain thinkers, as such creativity and imagination are critical components of visionary thinking. They are worried that we are failing as a nation to produce such innovators for the future.
Yes.
Could you please elaborate upon the idea of extrinsic versus intrinsic motivational factors?
Of course. As Eric Jensen explains in his book Brain-Based Learning, intrinsic motivational factors come from within a student's being. Humans are born with natural intrinsic motivation to survive. It is how our species naturally learns and survives, starting with the desire to learn behaviors as modeled by parents and family. Children want to please and do good. Fortunately, teachers do not need to provide intrinsic motivational factors. On the other hand, teachers need to make sure that they do not stifle intrinsic motivational factors through their actions in the classroom. For example, a teacher who lectures to their students without giving them a chance to discuss, ask questions, take risk, or be creative, run the risk of turning their students off to education. A big no-no in brain-based learning techniques.
And extrinsic factors?
Well, extrinsic motivational factors are really techniques teachers can employ that help reinforce a student's own natural intrinsic motivation. For example, allowing students to take an active role in the learning process is a big motivator. By this, I mean that you can allow students to express themselves in creative ways of their choosing. You can assign them risk-free activities that are not grade imperative, that allow them to explore topics of their individualized choice. Incorporate multimedia presentations to reach out to learners of all types of intelligences. Make your learning environment fun and joyful. Eliciting these emotions engages students into the learning process.
Well, now I am excited, and it's time to go to class. Come and meet my students.